Imagine this. The market is booming, your income ETFs are paying out like clockwork, and everything feels unstoppable. Then suddenly, just like we saw in March and April of 2025, a correction sweeps through the market. Those same income machines start to look a little shaky. What if there was a way to keep generating income even when stocks turn bearish? Well, that's exactly what a brand new ETF from YieldMax is designed to do. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end of this breakdown because this one could reshape the way income investors build their portfolios. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to MoneyQuest Broker so you never miss deep dive breakdowns like this. Now let's get into it. We've all seen how funds like ULTY, YieldMax, and SLTY perform in a strong market. They're built with bullish strategies at their core, using covered calls and other income-driven approaches to keep those distributions flowing while holding steady NAVs. Investors love them because they feel reliable during an uptrend. But here's the reality. Those bullish structures are never designed to thrive in a downturn. They aren't built for falling prices. That's where SLTY steps in. SLTY, short for YieldMax UltraShort Option Income Strategy ETF, launched just 2 days ago, and it's already being talked about as the bearish counterpart to ULTY. Think of it as the flip side of the same coin. ULTY looks for bullish opportunities to generate income, while SLTY is designed to hunt for income opportunities in stocks that are trending downward. In other words, if ULTY thrives in a bull market, SLTY could shine when things get rocky. The big idea is that pairing these two together might allow investors to smooth out volatility, collect income whether the market is rising or falling, and potentially hedge portfolios in a way that hasn't been widely available before. Some people are even calling this combo the final boss of income investing, because if it works as designed, you'd have tools for both directions of the market. So, what exactly is SLTY aiming to do? According to its prospectus, the fund's primary objective is straightforward: generate income. Its secondary goal is to provide inverse exposure to a carefully selected group of stocks. That means when those underlying stocks go down, SLTY is positioned to benefit. But here's an important nuance. Just like ULTY limits upside in exchange for income through its covered call strategies, SLTY will limit downside gains in exchange for income. It's not a pure inverse fund. Instead, it's actively managed with an options overlay, giving it flexibility to cap losses while still prioritizing steady weekly distributions. Let's talk construction. SLTY will hold short exposure to a basket of around 15 to 30 securities, though it could slim down to as few as 5 if the managers only find a handful of strong candidates. That flexibility matters. It means the fund won't be forced to load up on poor quality names just to meet a quota. Alongside those positions, the managers can also hold short-term U.S. Treasuries for stability and liquidity, just like they do in ULTY. Its distribution cadence? Weekly. Yes, just like ULTY, SLTY aims to pay out on a weekly basis, which is a big attraction for income-focused investors. So, how will this work in practice? Here's where it gets interesting. SLTY actually combines two key components. First, there's inverse exposure. This could be done by directly shorting stocks, using inverse ETFs, or even creating synthetic shorts with options. For example, if SLTY has inverse exposure to a stock and that stock drops by 1%, SLTY could rise about 1%. Second, there's an options overlay. On top of those bearish positions, SLTY layers in income strategies like selling puts using credit spreads, synthetic shorts, and other advanced option plays. These overlays do cap some of the downside benefits, but they deliver consistent income distributions. That means SLTY isn't simply the opposite of ULTY. It's not as simple as just shorting ULTY itself. Instead, it applies the same structural philosophy, income first, price movement second, but with a bearish tilt. Of course, the question on everyone's mind is, what stocks will SLTY target? ULTY focuses on high volatility, upward trending stocks with strong liquidity. It wouldn't make sense for SLTY to short the exact same names because those are usually rising. Instead, the expectation is that SLTY will scan the market for high-quality but downward trending stocks. These could be companies with poor earnings, bad news cycles, or struggling fundamentals. Importantly, they'd still need to be liquid and option-friendly, which makes them suitable for income overlays. If the managers get this right, SLTY could maintain a stable NAV even in a bull market, by leaning on stocks that are already trending down while still distributing weekly income. That's what has people excited. Imagine a portfolio where ULTY thrives when markets are strong and SLTY steps in when markets are weak. You could, in theory, smooth out a lot of volatility while collecting income across different cycles. Now let's get real about risks. Shorting always carries extra risk. If you short a stock and it skyrockets, losses can exceed 100%. But SLTY mitigates that by actively managing positions. If a short goes wrong, they can remove it and replace it with a better candidate. Plus, the options overlay is designed to manage risk while keeping income steady. There are also structural limits worth noting. SLTY can't concentrate more than 25% of assets in a single industry that prevents the fund from going all in on one theme like AI or energy. Some might see that as limiting, but it's actually a safeguard against overexposure if an entire sector swings unexpectedly. Another key detail, distributions will reduce NAV just like with ULTY. If SLTY pays out $1 per share, its price will drop $1 on the ex-dividend date. Investors in these types of funds are usually fine with that. They're looking for income, not necessarily price appreciation. Let's talk about the strategies SLTY is allowed to use because this shows just how much flexibility the managers will have. The prospectus includes synthetic shorts, which means a long put and a short call at the same strike, direct shorting of individual stocks, and covered puts for generating income while capping risk. There are also credit spreads, either call or put, calendar spreads and diagonal spreads for advanced income management, straight call selling for premium income, and even options on ETFs that represent short exposure to certain stocks if that's cheaper or more liquid. Think of it like a mechanic's shop. They have a full toolbox. Whatever market conditions bring, SLTY's managers have permission to pull out the right tool to adapt. That's what makes it different from a simple inverse ETF, which is rigid and mechanical. Weekly rebalancing will be part of the process. Just like ULTY constantly shifts its holdings, SLTY will likely adjust positions frequently, which means its portfolio could look quite different from week to week. That's part of the design. It's meant to actively respond to opportunities rather than passively mirror a fixed inverse strategy. Now let's circle back to the big picture. Why does SLTY matter? Because if it works as intended, pairing it with ULTY could allow investors to collect high weekly yields in nearly any market environment. In bull markets, ULTY thrives. In bearish stretches, SLTY steps in. Even in mixed conditions, the two together could reduce volatility and maintain income flow. That kind of balance is rare in the income ETF space. Of course, it's too early to know for sure. The fund launched just 2 days ago and now we'll need to see how it performs in real market conditions. On paper, it looks brilliant. In reality, execution is everything. If YieldMax successfully identifies the right bearish candidates and manages options aggressively, SLTY could become one of the most innovative income ETFs we've seen. But if they misjudge and end up shorting strong stocks, NAV erosion could become a real problem. Investors should be aware of that possibility and keep an eye on the fund's holdings once it's live. Either way, it's hard not to be intrigued. Weekly distributions, inverse exposure, options overlays, and the potential to complement ULTY, it's a one-of-a-kind design. And for income-focused investors looking to hedge across cycles, it could be the missing piece. If you're building a portfolio for long-term income, SLTY is definitely one to watch closely once it hits the market. Personally, I'd wait for a few weeks of live performance before making a decision, but the concept alone is exciting. So what do you think? Would you pair SLTY with ULTY to balance out market risk? Or would you prefer to wait and see how SLTY actually delivers before committing? This is not financial advice. It's for educational and informational purposes only. Always do your own research before investing in any ETF.